for tuning in to another episode of Business Minute. I'm your boy, Sir, and today I got a special guest, an up-and-coming artist, one of the newer ones, straight out of here in Mobile. I got my boy Ty. What's going on, bro?
What's happening?
Man, I appreciate you inviting me over to come and do this with you.
Yeah.
I ran across your music, your video that you did recently.
Yeah.
And man, I was blown away. I'm not even on front with you, no cap. 100. I was blown away. I'm like, dang, he at Mobile. All right, let me hit him up. So, I got in touch with your pops, who I'm acquainted with for many years. I knew your pops since I was legit. We linked this up today, man. So kudos to your dad and thank you for having me. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, if you could just tell everybody what it is that you do, brother.
Man, I'm a new artist. I just started releasing my music. Just started writing music for real. But I just started to take it serious and release it. And I just shot my first video. Mm-hmm. So, I'm just trying to make it for real.
Alright, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah.
And how long have you been into music?
I've been into music my whole life. Like, since I was a kid, growing up in church and stuff, just doing my thing, listening to music on the radio a lot of the time, and then watching BET. You feel me? That would inspire me to get my tattoos that I got, my music tattoos.
Okay.
Cause you feel me? How it is, music really saved my life.
Really?
Yeah, for real.
So could you give me more details on that? Like what happened there?
Like, I grew up in a, you feel me, home with my mom and my dad was together, you feel me? And by them breaking apart like that, and then we moving to a whole nother scenery, it was just like a new start for me.
Right.
And music helped me get through all that.
Right.
So instead of just listening to music, I started writing my own music and just putting my pain in my songs. So you feel me? That's how I write.
Alright, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. You sound like you inspired by life, and you take it and use it as a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
So that's a good talent to have in your pocket. And so that brings me to one of my later questions. Along this path that you're traveling as an artist, are there any obstacles that you've encountered so far?
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of obstacles that you have to overcome as being trying to be a new artist. Like trying to come into a whole nother world where you got cutthroat people, fake people. People ain't real enough, you feel me? You don't know who you need to be around, who you don't need to be around. So you got to come across a lot of stuff. And then you got to come across people doing cutthroat shit, you feel me? Want to steal your music, do stuff like all types of stuff. Or you got to deal with the first, how people respond to your stuff. Like, that can make or break somebody.
It's true.
You feel me? Like, just coming out and just giving your music and then everybody reject it. That's gonna hurt you.
Right.
So you gotta overcome that and just be like, even if nobody like it, I'ma like it.
There you go.
And I'ma do my thing until somebody else like it. So just, it's a lot about yourself. You going against yourself because you don't know if it's hard enough for everybody else to hit.
I like that. I respect that, bro, because it's your baby. You know what I'm saying? So when it's a part of you, the scariest thing to do is share it with the world of critique.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that, but get past that. Just continue to do what you love, and they'll take notice in due time.
Yeah.
Respect. All right. So this one's a little bit more of a personal question. How do you manage to balance your life as an artist with your personal life?
How I manage to do that, I just live. Like, I just keep living for real. Cause you can't just focus so much on music instead of living. Because then you'll start writing fake shit. You'll start writing shit that ain't real. Because you ain't taking the time to go through nothing. You ain't take the time to live that. So how you gonna even express that to somebody?
Ooh.
So it's like, everything that I write, it gotta come from a realistic standpoint, because why I need to write somebody else's life when I ain't lived it? So I gotta study that. I don't need to study nobody else's life. I study my own because I'm going through it. So I put it in my songs, and I just do my thing just like that.
All right. I respect that, man. All right. To be the age as you are, bro, I could tell that you got a lot of people behind you.
Yeah.
Like solid, grounded people.
Yeah.
Just from your mindset, because what you just said takes people years to catch on to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That they're caught up in the idea of just being seen.
Yeah.
Rather than being realistic and being true
Yeah.
to yourself. Because once you create a persona of an artist that's fake, and once it gets out that it's fake, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
The respect value's out the window because you're fraudulent.
Yeah, and nowadays I feel like that's what we missing out on. Like realistic stuff. You ain't gotta be no killer to be real. You ain't gotta be no gangster to be real. You stand on your words. You feel me? You do your thing for real. Like whatever you put in that song, that's what you need to be living. Don't just be dropping no fake shit. Like I don't know how. I don't see how to do it nowadays. But look, I'm coming from real. You feel me? That's how I write.
There you go. Stand on your own merits as a man. All right?
Yeah. So
now, my next question is a little bit of a time traveling question. Was there any memory so far that you found to be the most memorable, excuse me? Whether it be a song that you completed or the video shoot or an interaction that you received? Was there anyone that just stood out and you was like, you know what, this is why I do this shit?
When I just shot my video.
Talk about
it.
Talk about it.
Shooting a video with a professional. Well, nah, let me rephrase that. Shooting a video, period. You feel me? Being able to get over your insecurities and get in front of a camera and just do your thing, you feel me? That's overwhelming to me. And it's just like, growing up, you feel me? My teeth was crooked. And I just got my braces, you feel me? Now I can't stop smiling. I'm a bit, you feel me, hardy person, but I can't stop smiling, you feel me? So, I don't mind getting in front of a camera. So just doing that from the first time, you feel me, it's just like, ooh, I know I can keep doing this because I can direct the crowd. People gonna watch me. And I'm like, ooh, I like that, you feel me? This is why I do this. And I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna drop more stuff. You already know. I got a video coming next month.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, now, on the flip side of that, I call this the inverse question.
Yeah.
Because for every high, there's a low.
Yeah.
You know, when you're putting in your time, you're putting in your due diligence, you know, sometimes those insecurities that you talked about can resurface.
Yeah.
So, at any point in time, did you feel that you wouldn't be successful? And if so, who or what changed your mind?
Yeah, it is a time that I did feel like I wouldn't be. And I guess I was, you know, a little on the edge about it. But my girl really changed it up for me, you feel me? She was like, you need to jump back in it because you had something. And then my dad, he used to always be like, man, when you gonna drop something new? When you gonna drop something new? Like, people waiting on you. I already told people about you. Stuff like that, you feel me? And then just letting random people hear my music. They just like, boy, you hard, boy, that radio music. You feel me? And they just like, so they just that last time, I was just like, I'm gonna dig it out. I'm gonna go and drop something, you feel me? Cause my song I just dropped, you feel me, called Bad Bitch. And it's the summertime, you feel me? Well, it just passed. And
it's still hot here.
Yeah, you feel me? It's still hot. So all these girls on they hot girl shit, you feel me? So it just like drop something that's gonna throw them off. That's gonna do something to them. You can play in the club something. You feel me? That's why I dropped what I dropped first. Cause I got most of it coming back to back. I'm gonna drop a video every month. Drop one every month.
I can appreciate that work ethic, bro.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now, this question that I have here is what I call the long-term question. Because when you're in a field, especially one that you know, so emotionally invested into and personally, this is your baby, your creation. Where would you like to see yourself as an artist? In 1 year? In 3 years? And then in 10 years?
Oh, that's a good question now.
Now, if you need a moment, I can edit it out.
I can do it. See, in 1 year, I plan to be noticed. Somebody gonna know my name, and they gonna be looking for me. a couple people. Hey, look, somebody gonna know it though.
All right.
Somebody gonna hear it. In 3 years, I plan to be the baby. You feel me? Money, ranks, them things. You feel me? Even really 1 year, plan to have them ranks. People calling me for shows. Like people really noticing me. And 10 years, I plan to be setting large, doing whatever I want. Period. Taking care of my family, taking care of the people who with me, doing my thing. You feel me? I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Got old racks put up for my child and my child's child. You feel me? Do something for the people, like all type of stuff. I plan to be living, cause I'm a folk with my city. I love my city.
There you go.
So I want everybody to know my name.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate the fact that you thought outside yourself and said your legacy.
Yeah.
You know, down the line.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get caught up in the me.
Oh yeah.
And when you think that way, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Because you're not thinking long term.
Yeah.
And when you got that head on your shoulders, man, you sure you ain't been here before? You seem like you probably like a 40-year-old inside of a young cat, man.
Look, man, check this out. I grew up like around older people. Like by me being like the youngest boy when I had my cousin. He was my age, but he had an older brother, and we both had older cousins that was like a couple years apart from us. So it was me and him always trying to be with them, but they only tell us we can be with them if we know how to act. So that means you feel me? You do something, anything happens, you feel me? Do your thing, keep it pushing. Be on some big boy shit, not no little boy nothing.
There you go.
So just growing up like that, I was trained different. You feel me? I was trained different.
All right. No, that's definitely needed. I was just telling somebody that, and I mean this with all due respect, I'm the generation before you, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it feels like that mentoring has kind of fallen off for a lot of people. Like a lot of people in my position forget to sit down and talk with the younger generation and just shoot the shit with them, just see where they head at, and like, you know what, I feel where you're coming from, but maybe you should move about this a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You know, it's a, and I understand where y'all are coming from when y'all are abrasive about it, because so you guys can feel defensive about it if I approach you and be like, man, you doing it wrong. Because when I used to hear that, I'd be like, man, you get the hell out my ear, what you talking about, right?
Yeah.
So putting in that time to sit down and properly show you how to do things and move silently, you know, is the best bet. And also behavior, I gotta give them kudos on that. So, but you seem like you got a great head on your shoulders, bro. So I wish you the best, man. We're gonna collab again. Yeah. And so with this is my closing question. Like I told you, starting out on your own is the scariest thing.
Yeah.
And so there are plenty of other people that are just like you, but they're too afraid to make that first move. What words of encouragement would you give to that person who wants to start something for themselves, but they're too afraid?
I tell them type of people, don't be afraid of your art. Like, you got a talent for a reason, so use it. You don't know how far it could take you. And by me being one of those type of people, I know that you gotta jump out and just see where it goes. Like, I live by a standard. What is life if you always walking on the sidewalk? You need to walk in the street. You feel me? You don't never know. You don't never know what gonna happen. What ain't gonna happen, you don't never know. So you gotta see for yourself. You feel me? Because ain't nobody gonna show you that. You gotta show yourself. That's why I don't let nobody live for me, through me, no none of that. I'm gonna live for myself. So trust your art, because God gave it to you for a reason. For real.
All right.
That's all I got to say.
All right, Ty. Well, Ty, if anybody wants to get in touch with you, whether it be about music, or they might have a few questions, or just might want to see what your music is about, what's the best way to reach you through social media?
Facebook, you can reach me through my Facebook, my name, Tyheim Bowie. You feel me? That's my real name. I know people don't really tell y'all their real names, but I'm going to keep it 1,000 from the real.
All right.
So, you find me over there. You can find me on Instagram at King Heem. And you can find me on my Snapchat. I'm gonna put it down on that for you.
Alright, so everything he just shot is probably popped up on the video, also in the description. If you're listening to this on iHeartRadio, iCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, it's also in the description as well. Ty, I appreciate you inviting me here, bro. Appreciate you taking time out your day and rescheduling on sudden notice, man.
Yeah,
I got nervous. I was like, man, you gonna think I'm on some other stuff, but I appreciate you making time for me again, bro.
It's all good.
All right, bro. And on behalf of 2020, man, we out. That's it, bro. Top 3 artists who inspired you right now.
Lil Baby.
Mm-hmm.
No Cap.
All right.
And Bryson Tiller.
Ooh, all right. A little switch with the R&B.
Yeah.
I respect that because you gotta have a balance. You know,
For sure.
You can't be going hard all day.
Yeah.
Respect the Lil Baby. That nigga whooping his ass.
What you say?
Catching niggas in Gucci stores and stuff.
Yeah.
So, if you had the choice to meet one of those artists today, which one would you choose?
Ooh. Lil Baby.
Why is that?
Okay. That's my favorite artist.
How long have you been listening to him?
Lil Baby, I've been listening to him since he came up.
Damn.
Like, I've been rocking with him. And then how his little situation with him and his girl switched up for the best, turned around for the best. It was
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
And then how he don't let this media, you feel me,
Mm-hmm.
determine how his life be. He determined how his own life gonna go and
He
do what he
control
wanna
it.
do. Yeah,
Right.
he control himself. That's I like that. And QC don't make him do nothing, cause he done made so much money.
Mm-hmm.
With QC, they don't make him do nothing. Cause
Right.
everything he dropped going platinum.
Right. Would you say that it's beyond money now? Like, I think with Lil Baby, I think he's at a point where he's comfortable what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he figured that the money will come
Yeah.
regardless because of who he is and what he's doing.
Yeah.
So I respect
He
that.
don't really got to do too much numbers.
Exactly.
He done already paid his own.
He paid
Like,
his
people
dues.
gonna already notice him when they see him. Like,
Uh-huh.
whatever I listen to, I'm gonna pay for it. JK, he own it.
Right.